Hello, everyone. It's after midnight. Yeah, I'm still up. I'm always still up after midnight. Look what we have. We have our chocolate cake is done. So I'm going to make some frosting. I'm going to show you how I make this frosting. Now, I will tell you, this is my favorite frosting. I used to have a different one that I made, and it's pretty good. It came on the back of the Hershey's Cocoa years ago. This one I like even better. It's called Fudgy Frosting. Okay, so you're going to need 4 ounces of this Baker's unsweetened chocolate. Any kind of unsweetened chocolate. 4 ounces. This whole package is 4 ounces. Okay, 4 ounces of unsweetened chocolate. And I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to break it in pieces. And I'm going to drop it in here. And then I'm going to microwave it. You can melt this on the stove. The microwave is a lot faster. Now you're going to microwave it with some butter, but I go ahead and start the chocolate first because the butter melts a lot faster. So I'm going to microwave it for a minute. And while that's microwaving, I'm going to get a stick of butter. And you can use salted butter, unsalted butter. I don't think this has any salt in it, does it? It doesn't. So I'm going to use salted butter because it'll give it a little salt. So I'm just going to get a stick of butter. And then once that beeps, I'm going to add the stick of butter and probably go another minute. And then we'll see where we're at with how melted it is. So all we're doing, hello. How are you doing? I am making fudgy frosting to go with my chocolate cake. Here's my chocolate cake. It's pretty well cool. So I'm making frosting to go with it. This is real quick frosting. So I have a 4-ounce package of Baker's unsweetened chocolate that is in the microwave right now. And I'm getting that. I'm starting the chocolate melting because it takes longer to melt than the butter. So then I'm going to put the butter in it. Okay, and I'm just using a large mixing bowl. That's a 4-cup mixing, or not, a measuring cup. It's a 4-cup measuring cup. And I'm going to put the stick of butter in there. This is real easy frosting to make, and it is really good. So I'm going to put it back in the microwave for like another minute. Melt the butter and soften the chocolate even more. Then we're going to have some vanilla, and we're going to have some milk and some powdered sugar, and that's it. So let me get out the milk. And we need 1/2 cup of milk. So let me get my, let's see, here's my small cup over here. Okay, so we're going to have a cup, 1/2 cup. Yeah, 1/2 cup of milk. Okay, there we go, 1/2 cup of milk. Got about 20 seconds over here. Let me see how it's doing. Almost. Yep, takes another minute. That wasn't full minute yet. Okay, there we go. Ooh, crunch, crunch, crash. Okay, so here we go. This is the unsweetened Baker's chocolate and a stick of butter that is melted. So I'm going to just stir that up a little bit because some of the chocolate's a little chunky still. This is the best chocolate frosting I have found. There we go. Stir that up. Make sure the chocolate gets all melted. Then we have chocolate soup here. Woohoo! This has no sugar in it, so you don't want to lick this. You don't. It will not taste good. It will be totally unsweet. Make sure it's not going to burn my hand. Nope. Okay, there we go. Get all that chocolate off of there. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to add a box of powdered sugar. And if you don't have the box, I buy it in the bag because I buy more of it. So if you don't have the box, you want to have... That is nail polish next. That is nail polish next to the onions. Yeah, it kind of is. I probably just set the nail polish there one day. It's just it's odd what things are focused on a video. You're so jealous. Now you want cake, of course. It's midnight. It's time for cake. This is actually for tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna have to taste it tonight too. You've never made your own frosting. Make your own frosting. Okay, so we're going to add. So if you don't have a box of powdered sugar, the amount of powdered sugar in a box is 3 3/4 cups. So you're going to add 3 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. So let me get, here's the 1 cup measurer. I want to loosen this up because I think it's kind of packed in here. I don't want it to dump all over the place. That is hilarious. I have nail polish. It's a girly kitchen. Nail polish next to the onion. Like I say, I just set it there one day, I guess. Okay, here's a cup. Now this is going to seem insanely full in this container, but I have done this many times. There's a cup. This is the equivalent of a box of powdered sugar. 2 cups. I'm going to probably have to open another one. Another container of it. 3 cups. Yes, I know it's too full. It will be fine. I do need another bag. Hold on. Running out of powdered sugar. Hey, Dustin, I see you got the Pygate sense of humor. All right, let's see. Ooh. Okay, opening up my powdered sugar. All right. You just think it's full. Okay, then we're going to add another 3/4 of a cup, 3 3/4 of a cup. That's my 3/4 of a cup. See, I knew I was a little short. All right, let me get a little bit more in here. Hold on. How am I going to mix this, you ask? I'm going to show you. Okay, 3 3/4 of a cup. Alright, there's all the powdered sugar. Little full. Okay, so then you're going to add, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. It's going to melt right down. That's what's going to happen. Hold on, I'm emptying my powdered sugar into my container here. Take it out of the bag, put it in my container. There we go. Sorry about the vibration. Okay, so we're going to get... Where's my lid? I've lost my lid. Here it is. Midnight chocolate icing making. Okay, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. My vanilla. And when I add this, it's going to start melting that. Teaspoon of vanilla. There we go. You trust me? Do you believe me when I tell you it's going to work? That it's going to fit in this container? There's that. And then we're going to add 1/2 cup of milk. There we go. Are you scared? What's the cake for tomorrow? Just Sunday. It's not only 9:30 there. Oh, okay. Well, it's plenty early for you then. It's just for Sunday dessert. See how it melts it down? So cool. 1/2 cup of milk. Down it goes. Then I'm going to take, now you can mix this in your, a regular, standing mixer. But because I was melting that in the microwave, I already have it in this container. So I'm going to take my handheld mixer here and turn it on. Maybe. There we go. And see, I can mix it right in this bowl. I don't even have to make anything else dirty. Oh yeah. There we go. I just got to scrape it up and down the sides a little. I got a little extra on the sides here. Let me scrape that down. There we go. And just mix it around. a little warm because of melting the butter. All right, that right there. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, this is the best chocolate icing. You could eat this with a spoon, with a straw. Now, it tells you to put it in the refrigerator for like 15 minutes and let it firm up. And I guess if you're doing a cake, you don't really have to. Unless you're doing a layer cake. If you're doing a layer cake, yeah, you're going to need to. Good evening! The cake is homemade too. Yep. It is not a box cake. I have been on a quest for years to find the best chocolate cake recipe. And I found some that are really good. But this is the one I did today. It's actually called the best chocolate cake. See? The recipe. So I did that on an earlier video. You can go find it. But look at that. Oh, look at how it's clinging to that. Yeah, we're going to lick that. We are. We are. But since it's just a sheet cake, I think I'm going to go ahead and pour it on. Even though it's kind of runny, because it'll firm up eventually. This is when you don't want to have kids around. Because you want to lick the batter. The beaters. Oh, that's good. I'm making a mess, though. Okay. Yummy. Okay. I dropped some on the floor. Hold on. It's a little runny. Alright. Now, I'm going to take my cake. Here is my cake. My cake is still a little warm. Not too bad, though. But it's not like it's going to run anywhere. I mean, your mouth is watering. You look delicious. Thank you. I mean, it's not, where's it going to go? It's not going to go anywhere. And that's a pretty level cake. I'm surprised it's that level. Pretty level. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this on. Look at that. Yeah. This is really good icing. But it's because it's butter and chocolate. Once it firms up, it'll be good. Just don't cut it right away or it'll run all over the place. If you're making a layer cake, you want to put it in the refrigerator for 15 minutes and let it get a little thicker. But since I'm just pouring it on kind of a flat cake, it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay on the cake and it'll firm up. And it may take a little while because the cake is slightly warm, but good grief, I'm not going to stay up till 3 in the morning or something. Okay, here we go. See, it's still pretty thick. It's not totally runny. You know, it didn't go everywhere. Oh, look, something else to lick. Oh. Maybe a little too late for this much chocolate and sugar. That's okay. Alright, here you go. It's called the best chocolate cake, and this is called Fudgy Frosting. I got this recipe for this frosting off of a little tea book. A woman who owned a tea room, and this was a recipe she had in there. I had a different favorite chocolate frosting until I tried this one. This is now the best. It's the creamiest, yummiest chocolate. Oh, look how pretty and smooth that's going to be. And there we go. Well, that was easy. Look, what did I tell you? Oh, little before bed candy. Okay, there we go. I'm going to eat it. So good. So, try making it. I will let you know what it tastes like once it cools a little bit and doesn't run all over. So, I will cook all the rest of dinner tomorrow in the morning. So you have a good night, and thanks for watching. Sorry I can't give you some. Or maybe you can come someday and get it. Night.